Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Keegan. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of the Supercoach Diaries. Before we get underway, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos on this channel. So, as you can see, I had a bit of a down week and I have got a major reason why that is the case, and I'll explain it to you when we have a look at the team. But as you can see, 2,224 points. That puts me at a rank of 12,554 overall. I dropped over 1,000 down, which is kind of disappointing. But it also shows that a lot of other people must have had big weeks if 2,224 is only in the top 19%. So overall, not too happy with the week. But heading into the bye rounds, I'll show you what my team's looking like heading into the first bye round and how many people I'm going to be missing and why I had such a poor week last week. So here is the team that I went with last week. So there's some good, some bad. We'll get into it. So Hearn, 85. Rumours has it he's hurt his hamstring, meaning he's going to have to come out. But luckily, I only take the top 18 scorers in the bye rounds. And as you can see, I've got plenty of people scoring on the field. So I'm actually not too worried about that. So I'm not too bothered by the lack of a scorer. But fingers crossed, it all gets sorted out. Lloyd had a great week. Smith was okay. Hall actually pulled up with a rotten hamstring just before the game. And as you can see, Daniel Rich is in there. And that is because I traded out Lockie Whitfield out of my defence. I only bought in Lockie Whitfield about round 6 or 7, so pretty recently. And he's gone and he's done I think he's hurt his collarbone from 4 to 6 weeks. So I had to trade him out. I traded him out for Daniel Rich, which also made me a bit of money. He averages 97. He had a down week last week. So hopefully, if his average is around 97 for the rest of the season, we definitely take that in our defence. And yeah, I think he'll be a good acquisition. Good news also is that Zach Williams is back this week as well. All right, looking into the midfield, Josh Kelly had an absolutely amazing week. Fife was really good as well. Oliver was great. Crouch was great. All my team had really, really good weeks. The only one that had a down week, really, was Patrick Cripps and Jack McRae, who is on my bench. Now, Cripps was unfortunately my captain. So what happened was I actually had the vice captaincy on Grundy early on after the Saturday game, and he got 124, and I'm like, look, I can keep 124 or I can risk it and see if Cripps can go any better. And it was a big game for Carlton against Essendon, and I thought that Carlton would turn up and Cripps would put in a massive game. He didn't. He struggled. He only got 89, which I think he only ended up with 11 touches. So 11 touches with a score of 89 is a really good result. But that risk did not pay off, and I lost out on a lot of points, and probably was the main reason I dropped in rankings. Not too far, I only dropped just over 1,000, but still dropped those rankings when I could have had Grundy as my captain. So speaking of rucks, Grundy was great, 124, exactly what we expect of him, nothing too surprising there. Goldstein had 96, not great, but not awful. Forward line, Kelly was only okay with 92. Dangerfield back to form, great to see, got 130. Warple with a really, really good 99. Billings had a down week with 56, as did the rest of St Kilda and China. Had bad Chinese food apparently, so a lot of food poisoning went through the team. Setterfield was okay with 64. Burgess was actually on my bench. He got 33, and Caleb Daniel was really great with 124 last week. So here is my conundrum. So it's the first round of buys. As you can see, I've got currently got 3 blue dots on the field, meaning that with those 3 blue dots, I have currently 19 scorers. Let's just assume Shannon Hearn's out, so let's sub him out. We can sub Darcy Moore in. I'm assuming Darcy Moore's playing this week. Yeah, he plays in Collingwood this week, so we can actually look like that, and that can be our team. So basically, what happens over the bye is they take your best 18 scores. So if you have 19 or 20 people score, they still just take your best 18 scores. So that back line is looking really, really handy. I could trade any of my blue circles over, but I'm actually going to keep them because in the further rounds, because I've got so few missing this week, means that future weeks I'm probably going to struggle a bit. I'm going to have to make those trades. So I'm going to save my trades up. I've got 13. I've only made the one trade this week, which was getting Lockie Whitfield out. I'm pretty sure Shannon Hearn will probably be back straight away, so I'm not too worried about that. There are players I sort of do need to look to trade on. Hawes one, Darcy Moore's probably one as well. Burgess again, he's been such a disappointment this year. He's probably one I need to look at trading as well. So there's a few that I probably need to look to trade on. But at the moment, I'm pretty happy with this for this week. This round, I'm happy with this team, so we're going to stick with this team. As far as captaincy goes, I've got I've got Grundy as my captain against Melbourne. He'll have a big game against Gawn, so he might not score very well. But I've got Kelly against for GWS against Adelaide this week. I think that might be a decent pick as well. I could also think of going for maybe Dangerfield against Richmond. I could also possibly go I don't know, maybe go Cripps. Hope he gets back on the horse. Who knows? There's a few different choices, but I'm happy with these choices anyway, and we're going to stick with it for the time being. And the last thing you might notice is actually my Supercoach Gold preview seems to have run out. I don't know how long it's supposed to last, so it lasted for the first 10 rounds because I think it switched off last week. Does anyone out there watching have Supercoach Gold, and do they use it? I don't know if I really want to pay. It's $20. Like, it's not the end of the world. I could easily pay. I'm in a comfortable enough financial position that $20 is no real big worry, so I could definitely pay it. But just asking you guys out there, is it worth it? Do you get by with Supercoach Gold, or do you ignore it and just sort of play it without it? Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm gonna probably look and see what people say, and then I might make my decision based off what other people suggest. So do let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. That is another episode of Supercoach Diaries in the books. Let me know in the comments below. As I said, let me know about Supercoach Gold. Also, let me know how your team's getting on this round. I always do. This season, I always do like hearing how your team's getting on, especially as we get to the bye rounds. How's your bye team looking? Are you missing a lot of people? Do you have a lot of people available like I do for some reason? Do let me know in the comments below. Thank you for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.